Good morning to all of you. Myself, Dr. Manish Chaudhary. Today we will continue our the topic which is the G-square test. In previous classes we already studied their three steps. Today we will continue our step number 4. Step number 4. Because we already studied that the G-square test will be conducted in various 5 steps. Out of 5 we already studied 3. Now we will continue our step number 4. The step number 4, which is known as compute the test statistics. Compute the test statistics. Okay. The G-square statistics compare the observation value to the expected values. This test statistics is used to determine whether the difference between the observed and expected values in statistical significance. The G-square statistics is a measure of how far the observation count are from the expected count. The formula of static is formula of static is, we can express this one. Observed value minus expected value upon expected. This is the basic formula of statistics, where the sum of all positive possible values of the categories variable. Next one. We will study about the G-square distribution. The G-square distributions. In it, the G-square distributions are a family of distribution that take only positive values and are skewed to the right. A particular G-square distribution is specified by given its degree of freedom. The G-square test for a two-way table with R is noted by row and C, which is noted by column, are critically valued from the G-square distributions where R minus 1 and C minus 1. Here R is for row and C is for column. Are degree of freedoms. The P value is the area under the density curve of this G-square distributions to the right of the value of the test statistics. We can easily understand from a particular making a graph of between G-square value and the statistics curve. Okay, so that one is 0, 2, 4. these are the graph. We can, this is for here, for DF value is for 1, and for it DF value is 4, and for it DF value is 8. Okay. Now here DF value, how can we calculate it? The basic formula is DF value is row minus 1 and column minus 1. For that we can calculate, we can take an example where the DF value is, there are 2 row minus 1 into and 2 columns minus 1. So the answer is, we can say the DF value of for that is 1. That is the basic chart diagram, basic graph diagram from which we can easily explain easily and we can understand easily. In that chart, in that graph, we can see the image above show that the distribution of the chi part static starts at 0 and can only have positive values. The shape of the distribution is much different than the T or Z statics and is skewed to the right. The shape of the distribution changes as the degree of freedom increased. As the degree of freedom is increased, the shape of the charts will be changed. Next one we can continue for the part of which is the chi-square test statistics. The chi-square test statistics. In it, we can use a basic formula which we already put here. From that formula, we will solve some example. For that, okay. For that, we just draw a table for the making an example easy. That is, we can say that is known as educational level. Educational level. First one is known as, we can say that instructional defense. Whether it is online, whether it is face to face, and in last there is a value which is called total. Okay. As we already said that we can work on 2 values. First one is observed, and second one we will see that is expected. This one is for undergraduate, and these values are for graduates. And this is for total. So suppose we can observe counting of the graduate students is for observed is 20 and expected for 33 when we are going to the online. Okay, and for graduate students that is 35 is observed and 22 is expected. For face to face we can observe with 40 students and we will expect it 27. There is 5 and here is 18. Total is 45. Or maybe we can say it is 45%. Okay, that is the simplest example which we will draw in our table. So we will put this value in that statistical formula, so we can get that particular statistical data. Okay, so we will put this value in that table. For here, we can say that x square is equals to, first one is observe. We can go through one by one. First, we will take the value of online data. After that, we will go to the face to face. Okay. So from here, observed data for online is for undergraduate is 20 minus expected is 33. We will shorten a little space, so we will make it. Okay, we can make it x square is equals to observed value is 20 and expected value is 33 whole square minus, we will go to the our graduate program. Graduate program is 35 is observed and expected is 20 whole square. Next one, we will go to the face to face values. For their observed value is 40 and expected is 27. 40 minus 27 square plus for online 5 and 18. 5 minus 18 का square upon for their expected values. For here expected value is 33. Here is 32. Here is 27 and here is 18. When we solve this equation, we will find our results are 28.451. That is called a test statistics for a chi-square test. Okay. In it, we can say from this value, we can say that the above examples show the observation and expected values for the example problems. If their values are entered into the formula for a chi-square test statistics, the value obtained is 28.451. 28.451. We will continue with the help of this table and with the help of this example. So it will be easier for study, further study. Okay. So remember these values, this formula, and the answer of that equations. Now we are moving on step number 5. That is a part of step number 4, and now we will move on to step number 5. Step number 5, which we will say that it is a decide if chi-square is statistically significant. Okay, for that we will make some other tables. First of all, this is the final step. Okay, the final step of a chi-square test of significance is to determine if the value of chi-square test statistics is large enough to reject the null hypothesis, statistical software make this determination much easier, which is, I will draw it for you. First one is called Pearson chi-square. Second one is called quantity corrections. You can say it P. Third one is likelihood ratio. Fourth one is Fisher exact test. Linear by linear association. And last one is N of valid cases. That is called value. That part is for DF value. That one is called a significant, two-sided. Next one is exact sign, two-sided. Next one is exact significant, one-sided. Okay, for that we can put the values. For it is 28.451, which is already we will take answer in a chi-square test series earlier. We will say it is a value of A. Okay, second one is 26.305. Third one 31.104. For linear equation we can get 28.167, and n value we can say it is a value of 100. For the DF value 481, 481, 0, 0, 0. Okay, these are the some different test series from where we can give a different values, different answers. We can already study this chi-square test value. How can we can get it there? Okay, these are some other techniques we can use in our methodology. For that, the values are comes for these, but these values are comes from the same expected and observed values. Okay, from the table we can say the value of A, that one, A, 0 cell has expected count less than 5, the minimum expected count is 18. And for B, computed only for a 2 into 2 table. For this purpose of this analysis, only a Pearson chi-square statistics is needed. The p-value of the chi-square statistics is 0.000, which is smaller than the alpha level of 0.05. Therefore, there is enough evidence to reject the null hypothesis. We can conclude the conclusion for our, that is, evidence for the sample shows that there is a significant difference in distributions of instructional preference between undergraduate and graduate students. We can draw a table. A table or statistical textbook could also be used to conduct the test by hand, which is, we can draw it here. Now we can draw the table. Just take a minute. Okay, now we can draw the table for it. That is, we can say that it is a table. All tables are basically same, but it will depend on the value of df. It will, we can say that chi square distribution critical value where df it is, we can say it is the value of 0.110, 2.71 is 4.61. Now the value of p, it is called 5, 3.84, 5.99, 0.25, 5.02, 7.38. Okay, from that we can say the alpha value is 0.05 and for that df value is 1, where chi square data is 3.84. So we can say that if chi square data is 28.451 or chi square for the data is, we can get 3.84. Both can we can say that the chi square data is equal or greater than chi square value of c. Reject HO and accept HA. Okay. For we can, when we look out these two values, it is clearly indicate the chi square value is more greater than the chi square CV value. Okay. We already write it here. If from this theory we can say that it reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. Now we will study the chi-square test interpretations. Now we will go to the chi-square test interpretation. In it, the chi-square test is an overall test for detecting relationship between two category variables. If the test is significant, it is important to look at the data to learn the nature of the relationships. There are three ways to look at the data. One of them is compare selected percent. Second one is known compare observed and expected cell counts. Third one, you can say look at the counts of the chi-square statistics. Okay, so we can already say that there are three ways to look at the data. First one is known as compare selected patterns percentage. In it, which cell occur is very different percentage than the other cell. On the second one, compare observation and expected cell counts in it. Which cell have more or less observation than would be expected if null hypotheses were true. Third one, look at the terms of the chi-square statistics. Which cell contribute the most of the value of lambda square? For it, we can again go to that table which we have already prepared and made there. We will put the values of expected and observed. From that table, we will go to the chi-square test statistical result. From that, we will get the 23.481 data. From that table, okay. In the table, in an example, only 5 graduate students preferred face-to-face instructions. Compare with the expected value of 18. 40 undergraduate students preferred face-to-face instructions while the expected value is 27. Therefore, researcher can conclude not only that there is an association between the variables, but they can also describe the associations. Researcher can conclude that graduate student preferred online instructions, whereas undergraduate students preferred face-to-face instructions. Now we will go to the cell count. Now we will go to the cell count requirement for the chi-test series. Why it is required for the count for the cell count? We can say the chi-square test is an appropriate method that become more accurate as the count in the cell of a table get larger. Therefore, it is important to check that the counts are large enough to result in a truth-widely p-value. Fortunately, the chi-square approximations is accurate for very modest count. So we can say that for cell count required for the chi-square test, you can safely use the chi-square test with critical values for the chi-square distributions when no more than 20% of the expected counts are less than 5 and all individual expected counts are 1 or greater. In particular, all 4 expected counts in a 2 into 2 table should be 5 or greater. Next one, we will say the uses of the chi-square test. Next, we will study what are the uses of chi-square test. One of the most useful property of the chi-square test is that it tests the null hypothesis. The row and column variable are not related with each other whenever this hypothesis makes sense for the two-way variables. On the other word, we can also call the use of chi-square test to test the null hypothesis where there is no relationship between two categories variables, which is called null hypothesis. When there is a two-way table from one of these situations, independent random sample from two or more populations with each individual classified according to one categorized variable. Second one, a single random sample with each individual classified according to both of two categories variables. These are enough for the today's class. So here we will complete our topic, which is known as chi-square test. Okay. Good day. Have a good day, and we will meet in next class with new topic. Okay. Bye.